Today is the 70th anniversary of a world record rainfall, 30.8 inches in just 4.5 hours. What's just as remarkable as that much rain falling in so short a time is that the record was set in Pennsylvania, near Smethport in McKean County. Now, if you're a regular Weather World viewer, you've probably seen the feature that Paul Knight did in 1984 about this amazing record. He interviewed a resident who lived through the deluge, describing rain falling in streams, not drops, hillsides stripped of vegetation by erosion, and continuous thunder and lightning as bad as he'd ever seen. Though it was 70 years ago, that event has cast a long shadow because the engineering and design of new and existing dams require knowledge of how much rain it would take for the risk of dam failure to reach a critical threshold. For many dams in the Northeast, the 1942 Smethport event drives the design standard because all other historical heavy rains pale in comparison. So knowing whether 30 inches of rain really fell that fast has implications here and in nearby states for those who build, maintain, and monitor dams. With this in mind, a private consulting firm, Applied Weather Associates, took another look at the 1942 event. The study was commissioned by the Water Authority of St. Mary's in Elk County because nearby Laurel Run Dam was being reevaluated by the State Department of Environmental Protection. After the 1942 storm, in addition to official Weather Bureau data, hundreds of observations were gathered from local residents who collected rain in pails, tubs, buckets, all kinds of containers. The analysis found multiple pockets of very heavy rain, and within one of those areas, the claimed world record was set on a farm near Port Allegheny, where a 9-inch tall pickle jar sitting on a bench near a chicken house filled up in about 4 hours. Given the jar's total volume and the size of the opening on top, this meant about 30 inches of rain had fallen. In its report, Applied Weather Associates said that given the meteorological understanding, analysis methods, and technology available in 1942, the original analysis was very good. But even the authorities admitted that at the time that some of the rain amounts were probably too big, especially those over 20 inches. Given these concerns, Applied Weather Associates recommended a thorough reanalysis of the 1942 event using current modeling methods and geographic information systems. These would incorporate lessons learned from 2 decades of analysis of extreme rain events using Doppler radar, new insights into the physics of thunderstorm complexes, and a better understanding of how water splashing off nearby surfaces can affect the rainfall collected in containers. This so-called splash bias can be significant, especially when it rains really hard. Given that the 1942 event still factors into the standards that govern dam maintenance and construction, and meeting those standards can cost literally millions of dollars in our own backyard, this reanalysis recommendation seems like sound advice to me. Paul Knight is back with the extended forecast next.